Hey guys, this is Miss Arlequin, and in this video, I want to show you how you can use sentence frames to help you develop and strengthen the writing that we're doing in the LA class. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to be in Google Drive, and I just want to first remind you that we have a student resource folder. The student resource folder has a lot of materials that are going to help you with your writing and with other important things that we're doing in ELA. It's also the place where you're going to find the handouts and materials that we're using in class. So right here, this folder, Codex Materials, is everything from our workbook. And we're in the middle of Unit 5, so we're going to click on that. And we're doing our performance-based tasks, so we're also going to go into this folder. Now, in this folder, you have a lot of documents and handouts that can help you with the writing of our performance-based task essay. What we want to specifically look at today is these documents right here that are the sentence frames. So I'm going to start with my introductory paragraph. I'm having trouble writing it, so I'm going to use the sentence frames for help. I go into the document, and I'm actually going to copy, which I'm using a keyboard shortcut. I'm on a PC, and I'm using Control-C. You can also go here to edit and press copy, and then I'm going to go into my essay document, and I'm going to paste it. So either right click and paste, or go up to the top, or Control V. Alright, so now sentence frames they're not perfect. They're meant to give you support and guidance if you are having trouble figuring out what to write or how to write it. So anything that's in parentheses, as you can see here, is something that is a tip, something that is telling you what to write, or a choice that you have to make between two things. So right here, the very first thing in parentheses, it says start with an engaging lead, a question like, have you ever? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete this. You delete the tips and you delete the blank lines and you follow what was directed. So I'm going to come up with a question. Have you ever? Now I know from our introductory lesson that the question should be something related to what the story you're writing about is about. I'm writing about the Wizard of Oz. I'm writing about the author's perspective on the city. So I'm going to say, have you ever felt very strongly about a city? Well, that's a little too specific. Maybe I should change it to place, to a place. Because more people could probably relate to that. Not everybody lives in the city. Have you ever felt very strongly about a place? Did you ever then try to write about this place and share your perspective with others? All right, so now I've got my lead. I'm ready for the next part. In the excerpt or poem. All right, well, I'm writing about the Wizard of Oz, so it is not a poem, it's an excerpt. I'm going to backspace this up so it becomes part of my paragraph. Press 2 spaces. I'm going to delete what's in parentheses. And I'm going to write excerpt. In the excerpt, and now I have to name the excerpt. In the excerpt blank by blank. Well, obviously, what would fit into these blanks right here is the name of the text and the author. So in the excerpt, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, by Baum. I should write his whole name, L. Frank Baum. The author / poet, no, he's an author, he's not a poet. The author expresses, I can change there to his view of the city by. Alright, so how does he express his view of the city? By using various narrative strategies. Alright, so now I'm just going to continue the exact same way, taking the blanks and replacing them with what would logically fit. So I'm using the sentence frame, but I'm putting in my information for my essay. The last thing I want to do is just fix the margin, because there should always be a 1-inch margin here, but when I copied and pasted the sentence frame, it kind of got messed up. So I'm just going to highlight and adjust the margins on top. Alright, so that's how you use your sentence frames.